Hello, Doc.
Great conversations and education on relevant health issues management. Hello, Doc.
Hello, Doc.
Make a date with our health professionals on the drive with the area gang. Mondays 2:45 to 3 p.m. Hello, Doc. Hello, Doc.
Hello, Doc.
Well, so we took a break somewhere close to the end of 2024. We started a new year, and so we're back talking about our health. And I've got Dr. Emefa Dzide. It's been 2 months that I've not seen her. Yeah, it's been long. Welcome back, Doc.
Thank you so
And
much.
how you doing?
Oh, by God's grace.
Yeah. Do you celebrate Christmas?
Oh, yes.
Okay. No, I don't know your religious affiliation, so that's what I'm asking. Yeah, you celebrate. So how did it go for you?
Oh, very, very good. Very relaxing. Yeah.
Did you do a party or you go to a party or?
No party.
You didn't do a party?
No, just family gathering together.
But that's it. The gathering be party.
You didn't play music, so maybe that's why I didn't feel it was
Please,
a party.
next time, call me. I'll come and play music for you. Call me for that family gathering. I'm sure you serve some food. Yes, when I play the music, I'll enjoy the food. Anyways, you're welcome. And at the beginning of the year, there are a couple of things that we want to look at. And when it comes to our health, we want to look at generally how do we have a healthy living? How do we take good care of ourselves for the year? And I know we indulge in a lot of how do I call it? Like during the Christmas period.
A lot of excesses.
Yeah, excesses. That's a word. Excesses. Myself, the things that I did. Not that I did. I didn't do. The things that I ate, for instance, the whole of December, I don't remember exercising, for instance. Yeah. Indulging a lot of things. And now I'm struggling to get back. It's crazy. Hey.
Yeah.
But that's our focus in this first few weeks of the year. So today we're taking a look at self-care and general healthy living.
Yes.
Self-care in itself sometimes is confusing. People misconstrue that to mean indulging in those excesses, like it's all about me and all that. So let's try to do some definition or explanation on what is self-care.
Yes. So self-care is when you intentionally make decisions and take on behaviors and habits to promote your health, physical and mental health.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when you are actually actively doing things to promote your health, to maintain your health. That's self-care.
Okay.
Yes, people tend to exaggerate and then they'll say they are going on a holiday for self-care, spending a lot of money on themselves, buying fancy clothing and stuff, and it's like self-care. That is not really
it's not necessarily self-care, but like you mentioned, you're taking good care of yourself, and I'm sure you're promoting good health, and in doing so possibly prevent certain diseases and coping generally with life. So you mentioned physical and you mentioned mental. So are these the components of self-care?
Okay. There are aspects of self-care, but when we talk about components, or let's say the pillars of self-care, we are talking about the main areas you consider when you are doing self-care. So we consider the main components as, first of all, knowledge and health literacy, which is what we are doing here. So we learn about health, we learn about diseases, we learn about how to prevent certain illnesses and those kinds of things. Then another one is your mental well-being. So you make a conscious effort to see how well you are doing mentally, to make a conscious effort to avoid stress. And if you notice that you are stressed and you are having certain issues, emotional issues, you should take time off to take care of those issues as well. Then we have physical activity. Exercising is very good. It's not just to keep the body fit. It also releases some chemicals in the brain, which also help you to have some good mental health, stave away depressive symptoms. Then healthy eating is also part of the components. So you eat very good, let's say balanced diets, and avoid too many of these processed foods, the sweets, the chocolates, cakes, those kind of sweet things. you try and then avoid it. I'm not saying don't eat those things, but
avoid it. Yeah.
avoid so much of it. Yeah.
Eat your greens and you know
your veggies and grains and those other things. Yeah. And then risk avoidance or mitigation of risk. So that's also to do with indulging in behaviors to prevent disease or not putting yourself in a risky situation.
Okay.
So something like smoking is putting yourself at risk. That's putting your health at risk.
Okay.
Yes. So you mitigate that by stopping smoking. So that's what we call risk mitigation.
Okay.
You can also think of maybe screening for diseases as also part, getting vaccinated for certain diseases as part of the risk mitigation.
Okay.
And I think there's good hygiene as well as the components, and also rational use of products and services. So especially people who like to take in supplements and those kind of things, you don't have to overdo it and then whatever you hear in a trotro that this person says this one is good for this, then you go and buy it. Yeah, so you don't overload your body with so many chemicals and those kind of things. Don't buy antibiotics when you haven't been to a professional.
Okay.
Those kind of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So those are the pillars.
It's quite interesting. The knowledge gathering, like you said, we're doing that mental well-being, physical activity. Yeah, I like to do some physical. Now, healthy eating, no, that one it's a challenge, but we have to try.
Yes,
we have to try because if I look at the kind of foods that we eat, doesn't help. But we have to try. They say when you want to eat healthy, it's expensive. Is that the case?
Well, not necessarily. Yes, but in Ghana, it tends to be expensive.
But I'm sure you would want to compare with when you get sick.
Yes.
Which one would be more expensive? To eat healthy now and prevent certain diseases, or you want to get sick and then now you pay for treatment? So tell me, what are the benefits? We're talking about self-care. What are the benefits? Why do I need to practice that self-care?
Okay, so it actually helps you to prevent diseases, as you mentioned, and to just keep you in a healthy state physically and then mentally. So generally, if you do the self-care, you'll be able to keep yourself strong enough to continue functioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know how a lot of us, we have very busy schedules. Like we can't get time for anything, talk less of taking care of ourselves. So how does one prioritize self-care within that context of having a very busy schedule and not having time to do much else?
So it's more of a personal decision that you have to make.
Okay.
Yes. So you have to actually decide that I'm going to make my health a priority, because if you're not healthy, you won't be able to go to work.
Yeah.
You won't be able to do your business and make money, right? Or if you're not healthy, all the money that you've made, you spend it
treating yourself in the hospital,
instead of enjoying the money that you've made. So you also have to realize that your health is actually a very important asset and you have to take care of it. So it's a mentality that you must have. The actual self-care is not so time consuming as people think. The exercising, for instance, you don't have to be going to the gym and all that stuff. You need at like 20 minutes or 25 minutes a day of exercise, and it is not any heavy
vigorous exercise.
Just maybe brisk walking, bicycle riding, just things. Even sometimes the household chores.
Even skipping in the house, you don't even need to step out of your house. You can just do some skipping in the house.
Yeah. So that cleaning cobwebs, doing all those things, it's all parts of the exercise.
Yeah. So you should try general cleaning on a Saturday. You see the amount of exercise you put in there. Because these days, a lot of people would seek help for these things.
Yes.
We would rather pay people to come and clean.
Work, so you want someone to come and clean the house for you. But doing all those things
forms of
yes.
exercise. Yeah.
And it's good for your health.
Makes sense. It will save you money too.
So it's nice.
So I guess it has to be more of a lifestyle. It's not like you are setting time aside to do self-care. It has to be part of you, what you do on a daily basis.
So it has to be a priority for you, so that you would include it in the decisions that you are making. So if you are maybe going shopping to buy food that you are cooking for the week, then you should also think that, okay, I should buy some vegetables and more of this instead of just buying condo and then making fufu every day and all those things. Try and add other things into your diet to enhance your health.
Okay. Are there any myths really with self-care that we need to bust quickly?
Yeah, so you've mentioned them already. People think it's selfishness or just spending on yourself.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's about keeping yourself healthy enough so that you can also take care of others. Because if you as a man, you are sick, how will you be able to get money, take care of your family, pay your school fees and all that? So if you prioritize taking care of yourself, keeping yourself healthy, you can also then be able to do all the other things you want to do.
Okay.
Then people think it's expensive. You have to sign up at a gym. You have to buy expensive supplements and all those things. You don't have to. Once you've made up your mind, you don't need to go to gym. You can just do the normal exercise. Just walking is enough exercise. Just make sure you drink enough water. There are a lot of simple things you can preserve your health with that you don't need necessarily so much money for. Yeah. And then also people think it's only for women because it's mostly women who are
the men, the can't movement.
Everybody needs self-care, not just the ladies. It's usually marketed to women. But everybody needs self-care.
Okay. Men, please take good care of yourself. And you were mentioning about you get busy at work and all that, but you fall sick and somebody will replace you at work. You die, somebody will replace you at work. So you need to really make sure that you're taking good care of yourself. So we started a new year. Doc, let's go through some practical tips for a healthy lifestyle for this new year 2025.
So,
we'll be wrapping up with that one.
So I'm just suggesting some New Year's resolution for some people.
Okay.
So eat healthy diets. Okay, just try and include more vegetables and more healthy things rather than those oily fast food things. Snacks. Sometimes you are in the middle of work, you want to snack, you feel like then you want to take some biscuits, replace it with maybe some granules and some banana instead of buying both fruits. They say the coffee brookmantu is very good. Yes.
Yeah, the roasted plantain.
Yes. So that's better than, because the both the flour is already processed and then they fry it again. So it's a highly processed food which will just give you a lot of calories and not very helpful. All right. Then regular exercise. So just make it a routine to get some time during the day. You don't necessarily have to set time to exercise. Maybe where you park before you go to work, just park at maybe a bit of a distance so that you walk from your car to the office, then you walk back.
Yeah.
And that will be your exercise.
People sit in the office the whole day. They don't even get up from their seats.
Yes.
They will just sit there the whole day. Some will say they not even get up to go past urine. They will not drink water
Yes. So at least if you are someone who sits for long hours, try and then every hour or 2 hours, just get up, walk around and do something active around. Not necessarily for a long time, just some 5 minutes. Walk around, maybe go and say hi to the person in the next office, share a joke or something, then you come back and sit down. It helps with the body to prevent heart disease and the other kinds of diseases, as well as for your mental health as well.
Okay.
Another thing is staying hydrated, as you mentioned. Some of us, I also I don't like drinking water. So
there are some people, they only drink water when they are eating or when they finish eating.
Yes. So for people like that, just make it a point that you drink a lot of water. So the first thing in the morning, you drink water. Then maybe during every meal, breakfast, lunch, supper, you drink a lot of water during those times as well. So that you make up for not drinking in between.
Okay.
Yeah. Another thing is sleep. Sleep is very important.
Oh.
At least 6 hours.
This one day you are talking to me.
Please make it a point to get enough sleep. It's during sleep that the body rejuvenates itself. The body repairs muscle and all those things. The brain gets to rest, repair itself and all that. Because the less and less sleep you have, the more you wear your body out. It's like using a machine and not resting it. It will get broken down early. So you have to get enough rest so that the body can also repair itself and do what it's supposed to do during the sleeping hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then oral hygiene. People often forget about it.
Yeah.
And it's very important, especially just brush your teeth morning and evening. At least that's the least of it. You can do more. You can do the flossing and trying to remove things in between. But if not, just brush your teeth twice, especially if you have eaten something sugary during the day, because those sugar things, they hide in between the teeth, and then if you are not careful, before you realize, then you've got dental caries, you've got what they call caca and all those things. So brushing at night is actually very helpful. Then health screenings, very important. Every year, at least as an adult, you have to check your BP, check your sugar, check your kidney function. Yes, and then the cholesterol. Especially those above 40. The men always try and check your prostate enzymes. That's above age of 40. You should be checking it once a year. Then the ladies, the breast examination, the cervical cancer screening too should also be done.
Okay. All right. This year, hopefully, we all do better. We all do better than at least the previous years, because we keep sitting here and then we keep talking about these things. It's good. It's good for us. Personally, I practice it. A lot of the things that we talk about here, I practice it. There are a few that I'm still struggling with, but God will give us a grace to do that. Anyway, so we'll wrap up for this afternoon, but there's something that was on the bill which we'll look at, managing stress. So hopefully next week we get to look at that one. In detail, right? So thank you very much, Doc, for coming on the show this afternoon, and nice to have you in 2025. We hope to be seeing more of you.
Sure.
All right, so that was Dr. Emefa Dzide from the Wejagbawe Municipal Hospital. This afternoon, we took a look at self-care and general healthy living. If you missed it on the show, where would you get it? You get it on our YouTube page, right? Our YouTube channel. All other platforms. So we'll be sharing our social media platforms with you. If you miss any of the educational activities that we have on air, you can get onto